The topic here is somoclonal variations, wherein I would be discussing about as to what are somoclonal variations and what leads to somoclonal variations in tissue culture. One of the main applications of plant tissue culture technique is obtaining large number of clones of the donor or selected plants. However, in many cases under culture conditions, variations occur in cells. This can be detected by isozyme patterning and also by karyotyping. Somoclonal variations are these genetic variations that are observed among the progeny of plants regenerated from somatic cells. If these variations are seen in cells or tissues obtained from a gametophytic tissue like pollen or microspore, it is known as gametoclonal variations. Certain terms that are used in this context are caliclones, are variants from clones of callus; mericlones, variants from clones of meristem; protoclones, variants from clones of protoplast. Somoclones have been obtained in large number in various plant species like tomatoes, banana, capsicum, palm. Many of these are agronomically important or favorable traits. The figure here shows phenotypically different variants observed in coffee propagated by means of suspension culture. Somoclonal variations can be heritable or non-heritable. The heritable variations are genetic in nature. They must have occurred in the somatic cells of the explant. It could be due to certain mutations. They occur in high frequency. Non-heritable mutations are epigenetic in nature and it is due to interaction between the genotype and the environment. The culture conditions may generate certain environmental stress in the plant that may be responsible for these epigenetic variations. They occur in very low frequencies. Plant cells undergo stress in plant tissue culture environment. The excision of explant inducing of the process of totipotency, dedifferentiation, redifferentiation using plant growth hormones and physical parameters induce a stress environment in the plant cell. Under such environmental stress, some cells undergo mutations. These cells give rise to somoclonal plants. Nomenclature of somoclones. In general, the first somoclonal variant obtained from a parent tissue is denoted as R or R0. The subsequent generations or somoclonal variants obtained by selfing of these are known as R1, R2, R3 in subsequent generations. Some denote somoclonal variations as SC instead of R. The causes of somoclonal variations could be genetic, physiological, or biochemical. We would discuss about all of these in the following slides. Sources of somoclonal variations. First, explant source. Heritable somoclonal variations arise from somatic mutations present in donor plant. Hence, choice of explant is of great importance to get clones. Young tissues with pre-existing meristems like shoot and axillary buds are good explants for regeneration of clones. Differentiated tissues like root and leaf stem are source of variations. Second, mode of regeneration. The explant inoculated on the nutrient media with plant growth regulators are induced to develop into plantlets by direct or indirect organogenesis. These induce exogenous stress in cells. The intensity of stress depends upon the culture technique. Protoplast culture, indirect organogenesis, too many subcultures for maintenance of culture leads to increased oxidative stress in plant cells, thereby leading to mutations. Hence, more of soma clones. Effect of length of culture, subculture, the time period between consecutive subcultures, growth environment cause somoclonal variations. Certain plant growth regulators in certain concentrations and combinations, temperature, photoperiod, osmopolarity, and agitation rate in case of suspension culture influence cell cycle and ploidy level. Some of these act as mutagens. It has been observed that prolonged exposure of plant cells to 2,4-D and kinetin leads to higher ploidy levels. These factors result in gene mutation and changes in epigenetic mark leading to formation of somoclones in tissue culture. The oxidative stress generated due to various culture conditions and techniques lead to the production of many free radicals like superoxide and hydrogen peroxide. These lead to point mutations, chromosomal rearrangements, changes in ploidy levels in the plant tissues. There has been evidences that differential expression of chromatin remodeling gene and histone methylation gene occurs during tissue culture. This leads to disruption of methylation pathway in a non-specific manner, and hypo or hypermethylation of DNA is induced. Example, in case of 2,4-D in media, for a very long time, it has been found that hypermethylation of cytosine occurs, which leads to variation in cultured plants. The figure here illustrates as to how hypo and hypermethylation of DNA and histone in culture conditions affect somatic embryogenesis transcription, resulting in somoclonal variations. Somoclonal variations can be detected in culture systems by a wide variety of markers like morphological traits, cytological markers, biochemical markers, and molecular markers. One of the easiest and the best way to assess somoclonal variants is comparing morphological traits. Example, plant height, flower color, yield. Some of the economically useful somoclonal traits obtained are in sugarcane, increase in yield by increasing the diameter, stalk length, and weight of the corn, increasing the number of tillers per plant in rice, etc. Somoclones can be detected by analysis of chromosome number. The root tips or meristematic cells are processed and stained with dyes like acetocarmine and fullerene to study the morphology and number of chromosomes. The figure here shows the difference in chromosome number in donor plant, regenerated plant, and somatic embryogenesis by cytological technique. The use of flow cytometry can be used for detection of DNA content to reveal somoclonal variations in regenerated plants, especially the ones associated with ploidy level. The figure here is a representative flow cytometry histogram documenting relative DNA content of in vitro plant compared to the donor mother plant. Some variations result from point mutation. These can be detected by use of DNA markers like RAPD, AFLP, SSR, ISSR. Polymorphic bands are scored to detect the somoclones. In cases where there is difference in concentration of enzymes, proteins, and phytochemicals, electrophoretic techniques are used and the electrophoretic patterns are compared to detect somoclones. In certain instances, the somoclonal variations formed are resistant to certain diseases, pathogens, or environmental stress like metal toxicity, high salt tolerance, etc. Such variants or somoclones can be detected by using appropriate selection agents. These agronomically important traits are useful in agricultural practices and hence such somoclones are screened and isolated. Thank you.